Hello everybody, today we're going to talk about the overhead squat, all right? This is a very challenging movement. It's not for everybody. We will show you some progressions to it as well as some regressions. So Sean is going to demonstrate the overhead squat. As you can see, he's driving his knees open as you should every time you squat. He's letting the bell push him down, okay? He's not fighting the bell, all right? So also what he's thinking about is, what I tell people is, when you initiate the movement, you want to drive your hips back, knees out, and drop that inside shoulder, okay? So if you look at his glutes, he's driving his hips back, keeping the weight in the heels. Again, you don't want the weight to go into the toes, all right? And he's actually not rotating his body too much, okay? He's not turning his hips and then descending. He's opening his hips to create space for the rest of his body to fall into, okay? Got it? All right, so now, Sean, let's say if you have some limited mobility, let's say if you haven't been listening to us and foam rolling prior to your workouts, let's say if you have really tight shoulders, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna be fighting it the whole time. It's going to feel very, very unstable. It's probably not even going to look that good, okay? It's very hard for Sean to do things improperly because he's such a perfectionist. All right, so let's say, for example, Sean's got some tight shoulders, or he's had a shoulder surgery in the past and we're still working through some mobility issues. I'm going to have him put the bell in his bottom hand. Put the bell in his bottom hand, thank you. Pretend he's got a heavy weight in that top hand, okay? We'll call this a bottoms up overhead squat. So the benefit of this is it's actually going to help him pull his hips down. So even if you don't have mobility, this is also in the shoulder, this is also a good drill to help train the position of the hips. So what you want to think about is, again, letting that bell pull you down and coming back up. All right, got that? Okay, so let's go into another regression is, let's say with no weight, okay? What you want to, again, focusing on dropping that inside shoulder. Sean's going to have his arm overhead. He's going to have his hand in like a rack position. He's going to try to drive that elbow down in between his hips, all right? And again, it's a good way to help kind of open up that chest to work on that position, all right? Again, very, very important, making sure those hips are open. So if Sean were to rotate first, he starts to rotate into the position before he descends, his hips keep going back, and then the chest starts dropping. He's basically turning it now into like a lower back oblique lift as opposed to a glute and hip movement, okay? All right, so now, I want you to turn around, put that kettlebell overhead. All right, so on the way down, in this position, all right, in that top loaded position, you want to make sure that your shoulders are relaxed. Let the bell pull you back, all right? Obviously, you're not going to go back to here. If you don't shrug, that arm's not going to go too far back. You're, again, letting the weight sit into your lats, not into your neck and shoulder, okay? And then on the descent, you're letting that bell pull you back and falling into it. And the idea is also, too, to make sure that the weight's pulling you down, but making sure that your eyes are looking at the hand the whole time. The second your head turns, your body's going to go in the direction of your eyes is going to look, okay? So again, making sure spreading the floor open, driving the knees out, creating space for your body to fall into, letting the weight fall down and back, dropping the inside shoulder. Got that? Practice it at home.